RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. At the elbow, it's Thompson. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Thompson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Mavs. Celtics on offense. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Here's Irving. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Irving misses from short range. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Right side, Porzingis. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
I thought the creativity there from Porzingis, he wanted to make that one sting a little.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, I feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Thompson. The kick out to Tatum. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
Now here is Davis. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
Now, here's Tatum. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Irving passes to Davis. The kick out to Irving. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Brown dishes to White. Pass to Holiday. Screen by Porzingis to the paint. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
At over 7 feet, Porzingis can beat the D down low.
And a deep 3 from Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Holiday. He has yet to score. Here's Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Irving. And a change for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Davis setting the pick for Washington. And Davis throws it down.
Look, I can't think of a better partner to have a pick and roll with than Davis. Sets hard screens and has soft hands to match.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Dinwiddie kicks to Washington. Back to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. It's White on the wing. Got a piece of it. Washington with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Christie subbed in for Thompson. There's the screen. Pass to Cornette. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. No good. That would have tied it.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
For Dallas, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
13 foul.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And that one drops for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Lively. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
This man is a 3-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving in that touch he has.
Here's Pritchard. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. Craig sets a screen. Driving inside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
To review the play.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Get the basket off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
On the floor for Boston, Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the small forward. Craig can't get it to go.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Now here's Irving. He started closely. Horford with the rebound.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the Mavericks making a change here. Edwards is checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Adding the three-point shot has extended Horford's career. Big out, oh, he's modernized his game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Edwards, and then for Boston. Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Hands it from downtown.
Whenever the ball leaves Klay's hands, it is the same every single time. You always feel like it's going in. He's that good of a shooter.
Porzingis against Gafford. Pass to Pritchard. Holiday with it. Here's Hauser. No scoring in this one. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The shot's good from Christie. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Holiday. Takes it off the glass.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. On its way from Irving for 2. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Tatum with the screen on Irving. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis, 6 to shoot. Tatum passes to Holiday. From the arc. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Dallas leading by 4 to the inside. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Holiday. It's good from long range. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
Here's Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A different look for Dallas. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Marshall. Washington comes in for Christie. And it's Williams in for Irving. Craig with a screen on Williams. That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Washington. Missed inside.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
And Davis can't get it to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Craig sets the screen for White. And the turnover again by Boston. And how about we check the numbers for Anthony Davis? Here's Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Davis.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
White the pass to Porzingis. And there it is for him. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
Dominant play by Kristaps down in the paint, mixing it up with the defense.
Williams kicks to Gafford. Thompson outside. Fires from 14, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Over in the corner, White. Craig sets the screen for White. Pass to Porzingis. And Holiday has it in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Williams with the ball. Still yet to score. Clock at 6. Thompson a screen on White. Here's Williams. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Dallas. They're up by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Two quarters of play completed as the Timberwolves will face off against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them.
And that's a halftime wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Thompson. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And it's White missing. Dallas leading by 3. Inside, Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
When you got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward, what do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Gafford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Gafford's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
The experience of Drew Holiday dishing out of pick and rolls. This man has done it all since he came into the league in 2009.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Celtics. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
Well, I think for Boston, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Irving passes to Thompson. Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Launches it from deep. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics trail by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. The layup off target. Dallas leading by 3. Thompson in the corner. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
You're not going to speed him up. Even when you get aggressive guarding Thompson, he stays in control. He's just so tough to cover.
Holiday attacking. Round down low. He's covered by Washington. And another miss by Boston. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. They get it back. Pass to Irving. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Irving. The rebound by the Celtics. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 6 points.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Irving kicks to Marshall. And he lays it straight in. Marshall's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Drew Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Irving. He's got 9. Pass to Marshall. Thompson in the corner. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard passes to Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. Into the lane. Shoots from 8. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the 3. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Pritchard passes to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum with the screen on Irving. Holiday dishes to Tatum. And Davis sends it back.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Pritchard passes to Holiday. Brown outside. For the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Dinwiddie. Nice D from Porzingis. Left side, Brown. That one drops for him.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
The 9-foot shot. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
This is Irving's mentality. He understands that he is out there to shoot and shoot often, especially off the catch.
Into the lane, Tatum. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. On the Mavericks with some changes. Prosper's checked in, and it's Exum in for Christie. Here's Lively. No good on the quick 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Hauser. Picked by Horford. A 3-ball. And the basket by Hauser. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Dinwiddie outside. In the corner, Lively with it. Here's Prosper. Guarded by Tatum. And that one is good. Celtics leading by 5. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Driving the lane. Horford. It's blocked. With the step back. In the corner, Irving with it. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Dante Exum. Austin also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. Here's Pritchard. Off target with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Thompson misses.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Tatum a screen. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here now is Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Irving, and they call an illegal screen here.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. And it's P.J. Washington in for Dinwiddie. White against Irving. White, good. White's got his first points of the night.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Timeout.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown against Irving. Brown the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Taking it right to the defense. Kyrie goes on the drive, stays agile, and gets the whistle.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Brown kicks to White. Tatum on the wing. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. It's to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And that one, good. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, the versatility of Porzingis, able to strike a number of areas.
Irving misses.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Top of the key, Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
The ideal pick man. Porzingis has a giant frame and can roll to the hoop or pop it out and hit a J in this action. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Washington against Brown. Outside Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. No one near him. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The kick out to Irving. Sinks the 15-footer. 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by White. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Here's Holiday, and they go to the intentional foul.
Mavericks foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul. First team.
9 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and so they foul intentionally.
Kyrie Irving. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Mavericks call time here. 9 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Thompson with the bucket. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.